the head of a large pharmaceutical empire built around an odious drug called Ligadon, Roderick Usher lost 6 children in less than 2 weeks. All of them died under strange circumstances, in which, however, the investigation found no malice. Until sometime invulnerable, in fact Roderick keeps in the closet a terrible secret, and he will tell it to only one person, his old acquaintance, Prosecutor Auguste Dupin, who tried to put Usher in jail and ruin his empire for half of his life. Roderick invites Dupin to the abandoned house he grew up in and begins his story. The word visionary in relation to filmmakers is often used only when referring to directors who construct evocative movie worlds and use vivid visual imagery. But this definition is too narrow, because cinema is not so much a skillful picture as it is a language, the ability to tell stories and talk about important things in such a way that new meanings emerge from commonplace words and commonplace situations. In this respect, Mike Flanagan is one of the most original and talented visionaries of our time, a master of deep family sagas disguised as a supposedly inferior genre of horror. Flanagan began his career as a director and screenwriter with indie dramas, but then unexpectedly made the horror short Oculus Chapter 3, which opened many doors for him and led to a number of notable feature-length horror films, Absentia, Hush, Before I Wake, and a full-fledged remake of Oculus. But it wasn't until 2018 when Flanagan's genius was truly revealed. It happened on Netflix with the release of The Haunting of Hill House, an incredibly scripted variation on Shirley Jackson's classic novel, emotional and full of love and empathy for its characters. The series was a hit, followed by 3 more Flanagan projects for Netflix, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass and The Midnight Club, not as accomplished as The Haunting of Hill House, but still good. Then became obvious the preferences of Flanagan, who likes to work with the same actors, in any work sees, first of all, a tragic drama about imperfect and broken people and explores the connections between them, family, friendship, romance. In this respect, his work is quite similar to what Stephen King does, but Flanagan is more interested in existential questions. He is looking for the roots of evil, dissecting the causes that lead to tragedies. In this regard, his next series The Fall of the House of Usher, again based on a literary classic, a cycle of works by Edgar Allan Poe, is a 100% project of Mike Flanagan. In the center of events here again a large family, the script is again built so that the story is told in parallel in several time segments, and we once again see faces familiar from his other projects, Carla Gugino, Henry Thomas, Samantha Sloyan, Zach Gilford, Katie Parker and the obligatory Katie Siegel, the wife of Flanagan himself, in the vivid role of one of the daughters of Usher, a cold and cynical businesswoman. Nevertheless, there are still differences between The Fall of the House of Usher and The Haunting of the Hill House, and most important among them is the shift in polarity. The Haunting was about good people whose lives are gradually undermined and fractured by a powerful evil. In The Fall of the House of Usher, the powerful evil are the main characters themselves, people who at some point succumbed to the temptations of the material world and over time lost everything that makes them human, including life itself. It's an unconventional plot structure in the sense that the viewer always needs an anchor to hold on to, someone to associate with, someone to worry about, but in The Fall of the House of Usher there are no such characters. And it's as if Flanagan even makes it difficult on purpose by casting a remarkably untalented black actress, Kylie Curran, as Lenora Usher, Roderick's granddaughter and the only positive character in the family. It would seem that spending 8 hours in the company of coked-up scoundrels is a far from pleasant prospect, but Flanagan turns this parade of human vices into a wise parable of caution about how easy it is to lose yourself and how insignificant material goods are compared to what is truly valuable, the warmth of a loved one at your side. Flanagan divides 6 of the 8 episodes between Usher's children and bases them on the iconic stories of Edgar Allan Poe. It's a bit pretentious, but Flanagan achieves the main thing. You get to know each of them intimately, so that the finale, in which all of Flanagan's underlying themes finally begin to unfold, works to its full potential. Another of Flanagan's undeniable talents is his work with text and actors. In each episode, in each storyline, there are not only scenes that move the plot, but also scenes performances, in which the author through the words of his characters raises important themes, trying to reflect on the life path of man, to find meaning in it and find out whether there is a higher purpose in it all. Flanagan peaks in the last episode, where all the key themes of the series are powerfully tied into one knot, enhanced by the poignant poems of Edgar Allan Poe and the bottomless eyes of Carla Gugino, phenomenally playing here the very death, tender and merciless. The Fall of the House of Usher is another brilliant project by Mike Flanagan, a magnificent drama about a family that had everything and nothing.